Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, beloved light keepers of the love-evolution paradigm of heaven on earth. Happy auspicious full moon in Virgo. The emerald green ray is with us today to spark divine growth and heart expansion through this healing and transformation corridor of the full moon and the equinox, as Solaris aligns with 0 point over the equator, our inner sun and the great central sun, our 3 points of contact. This alignment engages and propels consciousness fully into the new earth timeline. The higher energies begin again to pulse into this realm for the next wave of the ascension process. These waves are appearing on the Schumann charts at amplitudes of 18 and 20 Hertz. These energies will continue to build through this equinox window as we continue our journey through the yellow warrior wave spell. The golden ones of the new Lemuria rise as we are activated from the Great Spirit with full electrical potential for the Great Awakening. Keep the faith alive while holding the line as we transmit the hope for a better future and manifest our dream visions of a new age of peace and prosperity for all sentient beings of the clear light of bliss. With the unborn mind of Buddha, we realize our oneness with Brahma and become fully conscious co-creators of the pure land of eternal paradise. The sun shines down freely upon all living beings without discriminations or judgment, only with the love of the light of Source. Know this, whatever happens in this realm, the birds still continue to sing and the children laugh and play. Tap into the innocence of your inner child and activate the white flame gold sun within your still center as we laugh our way to freedom. Aho! Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul White Gold Eagle from PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions for you today on this powerful full moon, so be sure to stick around to the very end and let us know in the comments below what you're experiencing and feeling with these intense energies. And please do us a favor, share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. And with these powerful energies flowing in, we had many activations all over Pachamama with 131 M1.5 or greater earthquakes in the last 24 hours. The most powerful again today on the Ring of Fire and the sacred portal of Okinawa, Japan, with a 5.9 activation. Earlier today, Smith Valley, Nevada, 4-0, then a 3-0. Chile, South America on the coast, 3.8. Solomon Islands, Son of the Moon, 4.9. Guam, 4.7. Pahala, Hawaii, in the heart of Lemuria, 3.3. 33 of Mastery, 30 kilometers depth, 333 portal. Peru, South America, Andes Mountains, home of the sacred condors, 4.4. 117 kilometer depth. New Zealand, 4.8, 12 Divine Goddess. Papua New Guinea, a powerful 5.3. Fukushima, Japan, another 4.4, 8.8 portal. Lionsgate, Lyra Nation coming in. Taiwan, 4.8. Japan, another 5.3, another 8.8 portal. Indonesia, 4.8. Greenfield, California, 3.3. Fukushima, Japan, 5.2. Costa Rica, Central America, home of our Mayan elders, 5.2, followed by a 4.5, Council of 9 coming in. New Zealand, 4.5, 9.9 portal, 9th dimensional energy. Then the most powerful in Okinawa, Japan, 5.9. This was at 1904 UTC. Northern Mid-Atlantic Ridge, just north of the Tropic of Cancer, we had a 5.0. Mentone, Texas, 3.1, 3.5. Followed by a 3.2, Trinity Gate, triple activation in Texas. Northwest of Korea Islands, 4.4, Indonesia, 4.5, Hokkaido, Japan, 4.6, Indonesia, 4.3, 4.44 coming in. The whole grid again today, totally lit up and activated. As Gaia continues to ascend, as she rises, we rise with her. Let us continue now with the Sabian symbols. Right now, the moon is at 8 degrees, 3 minutes Libra. The sun is at 28 degrees, 26 minutes Pisces. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 29 degrees Pisces. Light breaking into many colors as it passes through a prism. And the current Sabian symbol for the moon at 9 degrees Libra. 3 old masters hanging in a special room in an art gallery from astrologyweekly.com. And now my sacred Condor pulls a card for you today from the Animal Spirits Knowledge cards from Susan Boulay. And the card she pulled for you today, the powerful Elephant. Symbology, strength, prosperity, fertility, wisdom. The elephant is rich in lore and legend, with the white elephant being the most sacred. Elephants are venerated in India and Southeast Asia, where they are a symbol of royalty and fertility. Ganesha, the Hindu god of wisdom, prudence, and learning, is usually depicted having the body of a man and the head of an elephant. The Elephant Nation with us now for this great shift and awakening. And from Lama Tsotrim Alion, this Friday, March 18th, is Chotru Duchen, one of the most important days of the Tibetan lunar calendar. This day is known as the Day of Miracles, when Buddha Shakyamuni displayed his 15th miracle, one for each day of the first 15 days since Losar, the Tibetan New Year. It is a day that inspires merit, joy, and devotion in each of us. So have a beautiful day of many magical miracles. And from Divine Brothor of the Light Paramahansa Yogananda, positive thinking. Change your thoughts if you wish to change your circumstances. Since you alone are responsible for your thoughts, only you can change them. You will want to change them when you realize that each thought creates according to its own nature. Remember that the law works at all times, and that you are always demonstrating according to the kind of thoughts you habitually entertain. Therefore, start now to think only those thoughts that will bring you health and happiness. Drink copiously of the fresh waters of peace, flowing from the springs of every good circumstance, vitalized by your determination to take a positive attitude. If you have made up your mind to be cheerful, nothing can make you unhappy. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Cristina Morichetti, Equinox point, energy off the charts, everything happens. Align to your highest reality, as this is one of the most intense weeks of the year. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Celia Fenn, we are coming up on an energetically powerful weekend, starting today with the full moon in Virgo. Virgo is an earth sign, and so this full moon urges us to be grounded and to connect with nature as the seasons change. I woke up this morning to see the most beautiful golden moon outside my window. The light was exquisite, and the sunlight has a special quality at the moment too. Light codes are spinning and spiraling as we head into the equinox weekend. The equinox is on March 20th, and it is a powerful moment when day and night are of equal length and the seasons switch from winter to spring in the north and from summer to autumn in the south. I'm sure that all of you in the north are more than ready for spring, as I am for some cooler fall weather. I think we will find that the challenge this weekend will be to stay in balance and to stay in our heart's center in peace and joy. People seem to be spinning out big time right now, and it is our work to hold our energy and be the peace and the compassion at this time. This is important because on Monday the sun moves into fiery Aries, and we start a whole new astrological cycle. There's going to be fiery energy around which can be creative, but can also give rise to chaos vortexes of anger and anxiety in vulnerable people. Stay calm, stay in your heart, and be the love. Have a wonderful weekend. From StarChildGlobal.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Quana Michaela. Quantum Access Corridor to the Great Central Sun, March 18th. In comparison with the period of March 13th through the 17th, today energy just blossoms, as if before intensity we felt it was just flower buds. Absolute 6++ from 1 to 5 point scale, such magnetic forces, Physical body can feel pulled or drawn to the sun. This pure extra increased solar magnetism is like an open, direct quantum access corridor to the great central sun. Cosmic level gifts for the ascending planet and beloved ones. Common expressions for the collective. Cognitive shutdowns, slow down perception reaction, even physical movements can feel slowed down. Thoughts, thought forms, memories, puffy or sore eyes, full legs, skin, feeling exhaustion, limited ability for physical actions due to the lack of energy, sense that body is under the influences of magnetic forces, willingness to change locations to advance yourself. Makwana Michaela. And from Divine Sister of the Light Nikul Makindo, full moon activation. Absolutely nothing is as it seems, nor is it otherwise. Sometimes you get what you want to experience the feeling of getting it, and it is not at all what you thought it would be, often falling way short of the mark. Then you may experience the feeling of getting something unexpected, something you never thought you wanted, let alone needed deeply to nourish your soul. These experiences and the end result feelings are being shown to you right now. Reflect back and see where your desires and choices have given you the experience your soul needed for expansion, and more love and light to fill your cells. What my avatar is being shown at this moment in time is the need to give up any needs and desires and wants, is when I get them, they are not anything what I expected. So I'm handing it all back, every wish, every desire, every yearn, back to source. I am complete now. I have no need for anything to fulfill me. I am enough right now. And in knowing that anything I wish to manifest can detract from that and actually make things worse for me, well, I don't wish it anymore. That is what being free is. Free from any external thing to satisfy me. And in this releasing, I am calling only an abundance of good things vibrationally to enter into my reality, and will handle whatever comes my way, knowing I am free of its control over me. Peace. We are one. End of transmission. And from Divine Sister of the Light Ra James, the equinox portal is open. We are less than 48 hours until the equinox. Tonight's Virgo full moon is giving us the energies we need to clean and cleanse for the equinox. The seasons are changing, and we are also shifting into Aries season. Pisces season may have shown you things you needed to shift or change. It may have highlighted ways you felt powerless or even stuck in your life. This Aries season is all about taking back your power in these areas. It's bringing us a fresh start and a new cosmic energies. The equinox represents the period of transition from darkness into light and death into life. It's bringing a burst of energies to help us to step into a new cycle. It's a great time to use these energies to be getting things done. This Virgo full moon is all about the seeds you're planting for the future. This is a powerful manifestation portal. Things are manifesting and materializing like never before in these energies. These energies have the potential to open you up to infinite possibilities. Aries is the sign of the ram and shifts us into needing to get things done. It's all about making things happen. We have a rebirth theme going on for the next few weeks. This weekend's energies are bringing a cosmic reset. It may feel like things are happening past your control. It's all about surrendering and learning to flow with the universal energies right now. Aries season is great for any indigo or starseed souls. It's going to give you that burst of energies that you need. We also have Chiron in Aries until 2026. Chiron is an asteroid that represents our core wounds and how we can heal them. This Aries season will be digging up any and all past traumas or wounds. The time has come for healing. It's all about clearing the energies of the past so that we may fully step into our future. This is a powerful solar gateway, and we will be feeling the effects over the next few weeks. During the equinox, the sun comes into a perfect alignment with the heavens. The earth, moon, and the sun shift in a major way, creating a powerful portal. The earth floods with these energies, and the light codes activate the collective grid. The earth grid is a flow of energy and information. These energies are so powerful that they bring online all of the sacred sites, stargates, and portals within the earth. Many of the sacred sites around the earth act as broadcasting centers. Stargates connect us with other realms and dimensions. They are dimensional doorways. They act as corridors of light, connecting us with other places. This equinox is an amazing time to be tapping into the energies and doing energy work. It's a time to be initiated or activated. The veil between the spiritual and physical world is also super thin right now. That means we are receiving more messages and downloads right now. Information is passing back and forth more easily. This should be making your path ahead more clear. From sparksofdivinelighthealing.com. And from Crystal and Indigo Guide to the Galaxy, The Throat, Spring Equinox 2022, The Portal of Happiness. Message: this is the elevation of the truth and all of those who have to align to it, and the disappointment of the deceptions and the illusions of all of those who fell for them. The gate of the throat is connected to our Divine Mother. It is through the throat that her Divine Logos is revealed and expressed. The Divine Logos is the art of creation. This is a divine form of art. We are being called to focus on healing while aligning the throat to her correction, and as divine adults to know how to properly use the portal of the throat for inner happiness and in helping create heaven on earth. We are learning a new art. The gate of love, of manifestation, of realization is the throat, and as we move forward into the new, as humanity, we will be realizing more than ever that the words we use are of great importance. There is a great power and magic in the word for good or for bad. Those who have been trying to enslave humanity know this secret, and they use it. Anything we speak becomes our reality, and this will be very apparent from now on. The same goes for every word we have left unspoken. The unspoken truths that one is held within by the imposition of all the distorted beliefs that one has been carrying have created a block in the throat and in the whole being. If the throat is blocked, the soul cannot be expressed, and this creates inner struggles. Unlocking and lifting the blockages is of great importance. Our magic and true power lies within the portal of the throat. The Divine Mother's Logos of correction is here, to show and remind us the right way of its usage and the true satisfaction and fulfillment that comes from this. May all beings be blessed to reach and find the portal of happiness. Thank you, Erini. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Carolyn, 144 God Code. Blessed full moon and equinox, dear family. Fears of the unknown are ending for Yah's first fruits. Together we are much stronger and able to conquer the old systems that are passing away. This includes low self-esteem and lack of confidence due to trauma. Lessons learned. We are able to implement our knowledge into our new growth cycle that has begun. There have been many initiations helping you recover your personal power and use it to protect your temple of God. Your energy and light body are now getting brighter, transmuting attachments that created addictions and drained your stability. This has been an ancestral pattern for your family, which you came here to override, for a new genetic system. Successfully, you are moving through the doorway into the new life and lifestyle in God's kingdom. The subconscious mind is continuing clearing old belief systems with your ascension up Jacob's ladder. You are attaining enlightenment and homecoming with our King of Kings, Lord of Lords. Continue being independent and sovereign, listening to Spirit, following the way to your reunion, protecting yourself from recapitulating back to narcissists who use addictions and emotional manipulation to lure you back. They may be doing this telepathically in dreams to keep you attached. Don't fall for this. It is a trap. It is important to stop ruminating and reminiscing on people that haven't reciprocated you what you want in the material realm. Protect yourself, your body, your mind, and energy. Instead of waiting for change, put an end to these relationships and move on. There is a much healthier and loving divine relationships and systems coming your way. In Jesus Christos' name, Amen. God bless you, Carolyn Kundalini Twin Flames. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Meg Benedict. The full moon at 27 degrees Virgo forms a positive alignment with Pluto, enhancing true love and magic. Imagine living in an open-hearted world. The cosmos forges a love portal this week as we glimpse an alternative world that thrives on loving kindness. From megbenedict.com. And from the runic, full moon in Virgo. This moon is called the worm moon, referring to all the life slowly starting to pierce the cold earth and getting ready to sprout. She is the last halt before starting a new powerful cycle, a new astrological year with Aries season and spring. So take some time with this amazing moon before you step into the next chapter. In the sign of Virgo, and just like Earth getting out of winter, this full moon invites you to reflect upon what the flow of Pisces season may have brought. What may have come through in your dreams, in your inner worlds and those beyond. Take some time to check how you are feeling. We stand on the verge of a new dawn, and just like all changes, even good ones, this may have shaken you in ways. Virgo invites you to connect to yourself, to come back to the earth and ground yourself so you can move to the next phase. Trust in your capacities, in yourself. You already hold everything in you. You are enough. This moon is an amazing opportunity for you to let go of what you need, to cleanse away what doesn't serve you before Ostera and spring, before planting new seeds on this fertile earth. This moment is yours. Take all the time you need, and trust that the power you hold will guide you for this new journey. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Anrita Melchizedek. Virgo full moon in the heart of compassion and love. Beloved hearts, on March 18th, we experienced the Virgo full moon, offering us an opportunity to go deep, deep within, and to bring to light all the sub-personality aspects of ourselves still needing to be loved, seen, appreciated, embraced, and transcended through the heart of compassion and love. Leading up to this full moon in this last week from March 13th, we experienced a full halo CME, coronal mass ejection, lasting nearly 12 hours, and Tuesday, Wednesday we experienced 3 Class M moderate solar flares affecting us energetically and emotionally. What many of us would have experienced is feeling very tired and lethargic and or overwhelmed, as well as deep grief surfacing for ourselves and for all that is occurring on the global stage. Additionally, anxiety and increased sensitivity surface, along with heightened intuition and the need to go deep within. The blessings of these solar flares, as well as crystalline plasma light, is that we expand into higher states of cosmic Christ consciousness when we give ourselves time to sit with all that we are feeling, no matter how uncomfortable it may be, to embrace, fine-tune, and transcend through the heart of compassion and love. Further with this, through the lens of the world stage, the unfolding tragedy and the loss of life experienced through the conflict in Europe, as well as other countries that have experienced or still do experience the loss of human life, we grieve. As we hold the flame of compassion and love through our loving hearts, we transmute all that is being experienced within and without, as old earth templates are dismantled and dissolved, and new earth templates come online. As we shift, align, and program from deep within, where purity, love, and kindness, respect, and freedom exist, this Virgo full moon offers us an opportunity of healing, of sitting with our pain and trauma, heartache and loss, and releasing judgment and blame, as well as forgiving, should we need to, as the collective goddess, Divine Mother. As we move into the equinox energies on March 20th, we find a renewed balance of trust and surrender, and a new rhythm and focus, as the Divine Mother and Divine Father merge ever deeper into a sacred reunion of hearts, to bring with it the next level birthing of collective Christed consciousness, amplified through the master number of 11, 3/20/2022, from PleiadianLight.net. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Alex Miles. The full moon in Virgo will be emanating a strong lunar energy that will be pulling our emotions to the surface and also delivering awareness and clarity, bringing abrupt but highly positive change. We will all feel this moon's intensity, regardless of our zodiac sign. However, those who were born under Virgo will feel it a little more intensely than others. Virgo is a grounded earth sign, so it is likely we will find ourselves being pulled back down to earth, If there are areas of our life that we have been unrealistically fantasizing about or simply living under an illusion, we are currently going through a period where our entire belief systems are being questioned and where our perspective will dramatically be altering. This might be somewhat of a challenge, as Virgo doesn't appreciate sudden change. So although we may be receiving numerous insights and we'll be going through a radical awakening, it may feel a little uncomfortable to fully accept that all may not be as it once seemed. Full moons are always a time for releasing, and with this current energy there could never be a more optimum time to let go of anything unhealthy and depleting, particularly as we are about to experience the equinox energies and enter Aries season, the start of a new astrological year. It's a good time for spring cleaning, clearing clutter, tying up loose ends, and receiving long-awaited resolution or closure. The lessons that have been presented to us since the beginning of Aries season last year, on March 21st, 2022, will be learned during this moon phase as we come to a greater understanding of why certain people played significant parts in our lives and we piece prominent events together. When we make sense of all that has occurred during the past 12 months and illusions dissipate, all associated karma will also be released. Our priorities will be changing and we will recognize where our energy is being drained, so it won't just be our physical world that receives a shakeup, but we will also be going through major internal emotional shifts. This is an intense phase that will cleanse anything that feels toxic in our lives, which includes bad habits, unhealthy thought patterns, reactive behaviors, outdated beliefs, and irrational fear-based thoughts and feelings that drain our energy and leave us feeling anxious and burnt out. Also, ties that energetically bind us to people or situations that are detrimental to us or that limit us in any way will easily be severed during this period, and we will feel the freedom to finally walk away with peace, love, compassion, and forgiveness in our hearts. In particular, we will feel the urge to remove ourselves from dynamics with anyone who consistently provokes arguments or those who are aggressive, controlling, manipulative, deceptive, judgmental, overcritical, and generally abusive. We will likely be feeling nostalgic due to the accumulation of emotional cosmic energy, so we may find ourselves looking back at our past in an attempt to find answers. This might look like rumination on why certain relationships ended or why we are struggling to let go of relationships that are shrouded in confusion and heartache. Fortunately, our intuition is at an all-time high during this full moon, so it's the perfect time to go within and listen carefully to our inner voice. We will be wanting to speak our truth, and as Virgo is associated with healing, forgiveness, and accountability, this could be the perfect time to dive inwards and attend to inner wounds that need attention. We may also find we feel compelled to reach out to make amends with those we have unresolved conflict with, and that we are ready to communicate in a clearer and more open and honest way. Fortunately, Virgo is highly sensitive, compassionate, empathetic, and has a need to understand others on the deepest level, so it is likely any tension will be effortlessly cleared and stronger bonds will be created. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, so we may find we are more in our head space than heart space over these coming days, and we will likely be far more logical and rational, not allowing the heart to overrule the head. We may find this a little challenging due to the moon being in close opposition to Neptune, the planet of dreams, ideation, and delusion. Therefore, we could find we quickly switch between believing in the illusions we have created and recognizing where we have been optimistically fooling ourselves. There may be temporary blurred lines between our imagination and the truth, particularly concerning how we have viewed some of our closest relationships, and we may not receive full clarity on everything we are feeling and seeing until after the full moon has passed. However, we will constantly be receiving signs that some of our long-held beliefs have been romanticized to create a comfort zone for when we need an escape from reality. It is highly likely our dreams or possibly nightmares may be more realistic and intense, so it's worth being aware that it could be during sleep that we experience the greatest amount of turmoil. Whether we remember our dreams or not, what we dream about can significantly influence how we feel throughout the day and point towards what is weighing heavily in our thoughts or hearts. Over the next 24 hours, we may notice we are overthinking and overanalyzing more than normal, and this could lead to feeling wired and a little on edge. It is vital to recognize when this is happening and take a step back to process all the new data running at full speed through our heads. Virgo is practical and hard-working and helps us become more organized and productive, so we will likely find we awaken over these next few days with a burst of energy, wanting to rearrange and restructure major aspects of our life and home. If there have been blockages preventing our creativity and aspirations, we will notice we are easily able to overcome them, and we will be feeling more energized and inspired than ever before. Virgo can bring in the need for solitude and peace, and we may be tempted to spend the day or part of it free from interruption and focusing on much-needed self-love and care so we can feel more grounded and harmonious and centered. This full moon marks the end of a chapter or the completion of a significant phase in our lives and an exciting restart. It brings closure, transformation, rebirth, and the manifestation of things we have been working toward. It is a time where we can reflect on what no longer serves us so that with gratitude we can release old energy and create a clean, brand new space to begin again. And from Divine Brother of the Light, Eric Roth of Inspiral Nexus and Shamanic Astrology Mystery School. Virgo full moon, Jupiter rises. This year's Virgo full moon is very close to the September equinox point. This is due to the sun, of course, being near the time when it crosses the projected equator from the south to the north, meaning longer days in the northern hemisphere and shorter days in the southern hemisphere. The full moon happens on March 18th at 12:18 a.m. PDT, 3:18 a.m. EDT. On the same day, Jupiter in Pisces rises into visibility for the first time since the evening of February 19th, this time emerging in the early morning sky just prior to sunrise. Only 2 days before the March equinox, the sun is near enough to the equinox point that we can get a feeling of the change of seasons beginning to take place, and the full moon presents us with a beautiful opportunity to see the September equinox point opposite the March point. The exact full moon is important to recognize. It is just as important to be aware that the moon appears full to our eyes for about a 3-day period. It is this 3-day window that is our experience with the moon that help our understanding of the lunar pattern and its dance with the sun and earth. All major phases of the moon, new, first, last quarters, can be experienced in the 3-day window. The full moon, though, is bright enough to enhance our experience of night enough to see by outside of the streetlights. Astrologically, the Virgo full moon gives us an opportunity to illuminate the patterns in the world and our own individual lives. Virgo is a sign archetype that symbolizes the priest in us. Virgo has a sensation, awareness of greater patterning of life in the cosmos, that we can better understand those patterns. In the same vein, Virgo is bringing in of the sacred into the patterning. We can then see what may be outside the pattern to make healthier choices in our lives and communities, then collectively as well. From InspiralNexus.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Adrian Elise. Gaia Daily, March 18th through the 21st. Time to bloom. We've been invited into a spiritual rebirth with today's Virgo full moon. It's an interesting few days ahead with the sun coming to the end of Pisces and preparing to cross over the Aries point, astrological spring. We are ready for some fire, direction, and motivation as we move into Aries season. With so many Neptune and Pisces transits, we are still swimming in the waters of creation as emotions and confusion run high. But the sun moving into Aries marks the start of a new chapter. Mercury is coming up to Jupiter, and they will be in an exact conjunction for the equinox. We are being asked to expand our thinking outside of the box of programming and mind control. It is essential that humanity remember now that they are spiritual beings first, and it is up to supernova souls to lead the way and demonstrate this truth. The pressure is on with Venus and then Mars triggering the 2021 astrology of Saturn square Uranus. This transit is about building a new world and seeing the changes we have been going through energetically manifest as reality around us. Supernova souls have been overwhelmed with emotions and energies from the past, coming up to be cleared. With all this Pisces energy, it's about our role in spiritual service. Supernovas are feeling frustration with where our daily life hasn't been able to line up with our spiritual truth. There simply has been no support for spiritual expansion. In fact, this whole world seems to be working against it. But now it's time for something new. The higher frequency energies want to support us in our spiritual growth in ways we can't even imagine. But true support for spirit and life is so different from how it's been. We are in a great time of adjustment. Venus in Aquarius will be in exact square with Uranus in Taurus for the equinox. The feminine and masculine, with Mars following into this square, is getting an upgrade in order to move into the Aquarian age. Venus says we must rearrange our value system and heal our issues of low self-worth and shame programming that have kept supernova souls playing small. It's been a long stretch in the unknown wilderness for supernovas, feeling lost and alone, and without support to bring forward our precious inner gifts. But the North Node in Taurus, in exact sextile with Neptune in Pisces, says that a renewed spiritual life and commitment is the only way forward in uncovering our hidden treasures within. Because of the persecution energies of the past age, our gifts have been hidden from view. But now is the time for the flower to bloom, as the astrological energies push us to sprout out of our seed pod and find each other. The time is coming to bloom into the new you. From AdrianElise.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Full moon in Virgo, Sun in Pisces, sextile Pluto in Capricorn, Venus in Aquarius, sextile Chiron in Aries. The full moon opposes the Sun and Neptune in Pisces, bringing waves of helplessness, confusion, disorientation, uncertainty. The urge with Virgo is to be of service, but where to start? It's a drop in the ocean. Under this influence, it's easy to fall into perfectionism, excessive worrying, or feeling like whatever we do, it isn't enough. With the moon at the apex of Thor's hammer pattern, we must guard against overreaction. We have powerful tools at our disposal, but it's about knowing the right time and place to use them. Use Virgo's excellent powers of discernment to intuit the right response. The connections to Pluto from the moon and sun remind us that we do have power. Every small change is part of a greater wave. Focus on the details. Take one step at a time. Make a plan, but accept that life does not always run to schedule. Let yourself ebb and flow like the ocean. Trust you can adjust to whatever life brings. Just because things aren't ideal doesn't mean they're unworkable. A loving heart goes a long way to fixing the world's wrongs. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And today from the Dzolkeen Times, Keen 199, Blue Self-Existing Storm. Self-existing is the name for the number 4, and its keywords are define, form, and measure. We are on the 4th day of the Yellow Warrior wave spell, and to proceed, we must take a closer look at the details of our mission. The Yellow Warrior asks a lot of questions anyways, and this number 4 energy goes well together. Today is Blue Storm, which represents catalyzed self-generation and energy. When the stormy game-changer falls on the 4th day, we must scrutinize in order to change our situation. Don't make any big decisions today unless you have all the facts at hand. Read the small print, take stock, and be very clear where you stand. Do a bit of detective work. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Christina, Papa Giorgio, Blue Self-Existing Storm. 4. Kauak, Keen 199, 18th of March 2022, Transforming Vision. 18-3-2022 equal 936 equal 99 equal 18 equal 9 999 Divine Destiny. Day codes 18 Social Upheaval, Conflict. 9 Closure, Destiny, Service, Humanity, Grace. Month year codes 369 Nikola Tesla code. 3 Holy Trinity, Joy, Happiness, Creativity, Communication. 6 Heaven, Christ, Family, Romance, Fertility. 9 Completion, Destiny, Service, Humanity, Grace. 20 The Awakening, Clear Vision. 22 Architect of Peace, Master Builder. Keen 199 equal 19 equal 10 equal 1. New Beginnings, Leadership, Manifestation. 999, endings and new beginnings, another date with destiny, catalyzing new beginnings. Today the storm is heralding in the final run of these closing tumultuous energies, counting down ready for a bright new beginning. Day 4 in the Yellow Warrior wave spell of fearlessly questioning everything in our path with a profound intelligence, disabling the old paradigm and fully focused on forging a new path to a brave new world. Today we are defining change, using our minds to intelligently question everything, so that we may define what it is to go beyond fear, to the core of our planetary missions, so that we can find our true path. Tone of creation, self-existing tone 4, operates in the mental realm. Action measures, power defines, essence form. Self-existing number 4 takes form, and we have ourselves a square shape, self-existing, measuring and defining. Very intelligent, fascinated by self, we now have built a sturdy platform upon which further growth takes place. Today we are using our minds to define our quest and measure the energy that is needed to catalyze this transformation, defining how we can transform our lives through building a solid divine structure for our mission. Dispense with the rest and build your new solid foundations on the basis of divine alchemy and magical manifestations. Through your clarity and future vision, go forth and build this new, more expansive foundation. Planetary kin, trust in the power of Great Spirit today and the winds of change to catalyze the tremendous evolutionary changes our souls are seeking. We are fearlessly awakening to the greater vision for our lives and our new world. Today's question is, how can I harness the power of the storm to catalyze great transformation and manifest my highest vision for my life and our world? Divine blessings for defining and forming a wonderful new foundation for your mission. In la ketch a la keen, Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 199, Blue Self-Existing Storm. The sky beings, the thunder beings with us now. The mantra, the code for today is, I define in order to catalyze. Measuring energy, I seal the matrix of self-generation with the self-existing tone of form. I am guided by the power of vision. And on this powerful day of visions and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're feeling, what you're seeing, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below. And click the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of these transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to continue this work. So if you'd like to help support us in our work and mission and continue bringing these transmissions to our people of the new earth, you can make a monthly pledge at our link at whitegoldeagle.com. I'd like to thank Divine Brother of the Light, Richard Laguarcio, for another donation. Thank you very much, Divine Brother of the Light. We appreciate you and your continued support very much. And we appreciate all of you that continue to support us in our work and mission. If you'd like to support us with a one-time donation, you could do so to our PayPal link at egolovecondor.com. Now I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condors artwork on Etsy. You can purchase her beautiful handmade goddess totems, zodiac goddesses, healing jewelry, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. And for another 5 days, she has a 30% off sale until the 23rd for this equinox special time, so be sure to take advantage of that. Now we're going to complete today's transmission with powerful codes from our 17th dimensional beloved beings of light through the Pleiades star system. Pleiades 1 messages, March 18, 2022. P1 calling Terrans for origins recognition. Attention for calls in PVSE-SDE. Operations are denied. Positive advances accelerate. Breaks of barrier continue. Respiratory dilations increase as new air is introduced. Solar ambience increases. Reintegration of divine domains in progress. Etheric concentration increases. Mediumship expansions in progress. Transmitters set in new standards. Chambers enhancements authorized. Neva ++ equal chambers ++ 11. Lemurian pearls and bearers reconnection. Reverb 77% non-regressive. Shaman fauna powers and internal alignment. Projectors aimed. Support 74% non-regressive. Shaman fauna powers and internal alignment. Projectors aimed. Terran reverberation 74% non-regressive. Temporarily end of transmission. Pleiades 1 supporting anchoring on island of purification +++. From disclosurenews.it. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful, blessed, and auspicious full worm moon in Virgo, and a blessed weekend and powerful equinox window. As we continue to anchor in these higher dimensional frequencies, resonances, and energies through our sacred avatars, our holy vessels, deep into the crystalline core of Pachamama, as they expand out to the ends of the universe, returning to the divine source within. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step. Keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.